It is designed for working professionals with minimum 2 years of experience in accounting and finance. I said 2 years, so it is like 2 years or 3 years. What does that mean? If you have a relevant accounting qualification, you need 2 years experience to show in order to take exam. If you do not have relevant accounting experience or if, I mean you should have, actually, by the way, a bachelor's degree is required, but you don't have a bachelor's degree in accounting, or maybe the bachelor's degree is not considered as relevant by the ACCA, then you need to have 3 years experience. So minimum 2 years or 3 years. So it means that people who are just beginners, it is not for them. So you should have minimum 2 to 3 years of experience. I have seen that most of the people who are doing or taking this diploma, they usually have 5+ years of experience. Internationally recognized qualification in over 180 countries. So that's a big benefit. It has a worldwide recognition. All those countries where IFRS is there, diploma IFRS has immense value. Now, who should do it? I will explain. Why you should do it? I will explain. There is only one exam which you need to pass, and the time which is taken is probably 4 to 5 months of preparation. I would say that it takes 150 to 170 hours total time for learning and practicing and getting ready for exam. Okay, covers IFRS part from this. So what they have done when they created this qualification, the idea was that whatever IFRS knowledge you have in your ACCA professional qualification, that knowledge is taken out and this separate qualification is created. So it is only focusing on IFRS. And once you pass your DipIFR exam, it gives you exemption to ACCA FR, only one paper. Actually, historically, until 2015 or 16, I would say, DipIFR was giving two exemptions from ACCA, F3 and F7. So I remember that because I've been teaching this thing for so long. So I have been through this journey. I know that previously ACCA used to give two exemptions, F3, F7. Then ACCA only started giving one, which is FR, which is F7. Average time to complete is 4 to 5 months. And weekly effort, now it is total time 4 to 5 months. So, but 4 to 5 months of what? Should I study from morning till evening or what? So I would suggest that 10 to 12 hours per week you should allocate. Okay. I tell you that if those people who delay it too much, they say, okay, I'm going to do it in 1 year, they cannot do it. If you do it in 6 months, you do it. If you don't do it in 6 months, then probably there is a lack of motivation, then you might not be able to do it. So those people who really want to get this qualification, I suggest that they should start giving 10 to 12 hours per week. And if you give 10 to 12 hours per week, you will get ready in 4 to 5 months, and then you can take exam. It is suitable for accountants, senior accountants, chief accountants, finance managers, independent consultants, and auditors. See, now here I will speak a little bit, which might be a separate thing, but let me share it, that opinion, it is relevant here. I have seen people who are stuck in their career. They are like somebody is doing receivable accountant. He's 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. He has been, working as a receivable accountant, which is unfortunate because he is in the accounting department, but he has not been, the part of the process of preparing financial statements. And he really does not know much about other sides of accounting other than the receivable thing which he's doing. Some people I see, I have literally many examples where somebody comes up and says, I've been a payroll accountant for the last 12 years. I say, congratulations, you have wasted your 11 years. Because payroll, you actually learned in the first 1 year. The remaining of the time period, so payroll you learned in 1 year or 2 years. Rest of the 10 years you have been doing repetition. So this is a very unfortunate scenario which happens with the working accountants. Unfortunately, companies, they want to keep people, especially in large organizations. They say, oh, that guy is very good in payroll. Over the year, he has become very fast. Let him do the payroll thing. Your manager would love to work, keep you in the payroll position for the next 20 years because he is happy you are working here, you have managed the job, but it is not good for you. So you want to struggle, you want to, how to say, progress in your career. You want to become from accountant to senior accountant to chief accountant to finance manager, and you have not seen those things. So now you are stuck. You say, I've been in accounting department for 10 years. I'm a senior accountant, but I want to become chief accountant. But in order to become chief accountant, you need to have the IFRS knowledge and you need to have experience, which you have not, which you do not have. So at least getting this qualification will put you in a position where you have this confidence that although I have not prepared the financial statements at my work, but at least I know how to prepare them because I didn't get the experience from my job, but I got the knowledge from the diploma. And then you switch the company, and then this is what I say to people, that either you negotiate with your manager to put you into some other position, or otherwise leave the job, because this company is not going to develop you as a successful professional. Anyways, in order to switch the job, you need to have some qualification. So this thing will help you a lot. This is one type of people who are doing this qualification. They want to improve in the career. Another type of people are those who probably are qualified, but they have not refreshed their knowledge for a long term. And they come back and they say, okay, we want to refresh only the IFRS part of knowledge. I did my MSc accounting, BSc accounting, and sometimes people are coming who have done their ACCA as well. Oh, I completed ACCA 10 years ago, but at that time when I did it, probably I did not do it in that detail, the IFRS part of thing, which I want to do now. And they do it again, only the DipIFR. This is another scenario. Then you also have people who are qualified chartered accountant from India. So somebody who is a qualified chartered accountant, he is a CA. He's a CA India. But the thing is that the accounting which he learned as part of this qualification as CA chartered accountant, that is Indian GAAP. So he is very good. He's an expert in accounting. He's a chartered accountant, but he's an expert in Indian GAAP. He's not an expert in IFRS. So I've got literally hundreds of students who are actually either fully qualified chartered accountants or partial qualified chartered accountants from India. Only from India I'm mentioning. I mean, there are other countries as well, but hundreds, when I said one number, so that's from India, which I make a reference to. So they say, okay, I'm a qualified chartered accountant, but if I want to go to some multinational who is not using the my local GAAP, they are using IFRS, so I need to have IFRS knowledge. So there are different use cases of this qualification. A lot of people come from this background. And of course, finance managers, independent consultants, auditors, so on.